It's puck time. It's Monday. I'm the Prez. We got Badass with us, Alex B. Smith from sportsmemo.com, and Alex McInnis as well, sportsmemo.com. We're talking NHL tonight. It's puck time, and lots on tap today. First pitch with Tony Finn, Morning Joe with Teddy covers, and we have to speak a little bit about Game of Thrones. Before we get into that, Alex, how are you? Do you have a good weekend?
It was all right. Decent weekend. Like I said, watching the games. We had a couple of bad beats. I had the puck line on the St. Louis Blues, and 35 seconds left. They end up giving up a goal and blows that up. But of course, the Blues advance, beat the Winnipeg Jets, move on to the second round. We've got first round series closing out now, so all these first round games that are still left, just huge implications, obviously, and just looking forward to see what's going to happen in round two, because it's been a crazy round one so far.
Andrew, two of the three Canadian teams out, Winnipeg and Calgary. It's been an absolute wild ride, this first round in the NHL playoffs, but we see it every year. I don't think we've seen anything like this with the top two seeds, Tampa Bay and Calgary, gone, Winnipeg gone, Nashville's on the brink, Washington might go to a game 7. It's a wide open run to the Stanley Cup. My question to you is, being a Habs fan with one Canadian team left, are you cheering for them?
Well, I have a future on the Bruins to win the East, but other than that,
yeah,
sure,
so that would be a no.
Sure.
That's fine. We don't want you cheering for them.
How's your Easter, Prez?
Well, firstly, I don't do Easter. I'm Jewish.
Passover. Sorry.
And my Passover was good. No complaints. Hosted first night. Went to my ex with my current second night. That was quite an event. And then yesterday was amazing. I watched the Leaf game. I was disappointed. But the night ended with a monster episode of Game of Thrones. I don't know if you guys watch it. If you don't, you're idiots. But
you were watching the San Jose game?
I have two TVs in my main room. Yeah, I had the under in the San Jose game, so I won that. And I watched the basketball along the way. The Raps smoked Orlando. Portland laying the smackdown on OKC. Just been a fun weekend, man. No complaints, but I'm freaking out over tomorrow night. Like, I in all seriousness, I'm frustrated and I'm fed up. I'm fed up with these game 7s.
Prez, the zigzag theory works in your favor. I'll say that.
Yeah, great.
I mean, going back to Boston, I don't know how I'd feel if I was you either.
I think it's going to be tough, man. I mean, here's what we know. The Leafs have utterly dominated Boston in every facet of 5-on-5 hockey. It's literally come down to the special teams. And, you take that out of the equation, and this series was over in 5. So all we need tomorrow is stay out of the damn box.
Yeah, definitely.
But I will say Frederik Andersen, I mean, wow. He has just played unbelievable hockey. And Tuukka Rask looks shaky. I don't know why the Leafs just aren't firing at him from everywhere. And I also don't understand why Patrick Marleau is on the ice.
Well, where's John Tavares been as well?
Well, that's easy to answer, dude. John Tavares is covering the hardest, maybe the best line in all of hockey, and in 5-on-5, him and Hyman and Marner have kept the Bergeron line in check.
For sure.
You can't fault Tavares for that. It's an exhausting job, but he should have been more involved offensively. He did have that kind of mini breakaway last night. We had our chances, but yeah, I mean, we're going to need JT to step up tomorrow. But what we're going to need more than anything else is a couple of quick goals.
Yeah, definitely. Take that Bruin crowd right out of it. Yeah, that's important.
And Boston doesn't play that great from behind. Guys, let's get into today's show. 2 games on tap. Alex, I'll start with you first. Carolina against Washington. We haven't seen a home team lose yet this series, and I think it's going to continue tonight. I think we're going to get a real strong effort from Carolina. I like Carolina minus the 120, and I also like under the total of 5.5. I think this game is going to be a low-scoring game, and I can easily see, maybe a 2-2 overtime, 3-2 win for Carolina, or a 2-1 win for Carolina in regulation, something around that. What do you like on this game?
We've seen this. Like I said, it's been a tale of two cities. Obviously, the home team, he said, winning each game. But what we've also seen is that the games that have taken place in D.C. have been a lot more of up-tempo, faster pace. And we've seen higher scoring on both ends, where the 2 games that were in Raleigh, we saw the Hurricanes with a big blowout, but they started kind of slow in that one. And then, of course, we saw the 2-1 winner in Game 4. So you would think that that trend would continue, but I'm thinking the exact opposite. I think we're going to see a frenetic pace from both teams. With Carolina having their backs against the wall, that home crowd's going to be huge. And it's kind of like what you just said about Toronto, Boston. If the Capitals, if they can score early and take that Raleigh crowd, take that home atmosphere down a little bit, I think they'll be able to cruise in this one. I think that experience that the Capitals have right now, they have the killer instinct that a lot of teams that are still around don't, and teams that definitely haven't, weren't in the playoffs to begin with don't. I think we're going to see that tonight. I like the Capitals. I like the over here.
Yeah, I'll go to you, Andrew, but where I kind of disagree with Alex is, sure, Washington has experience being the Stanley Cup champions, but I don't know about this killer instinct. Firstly, Oshie is out. That's a big deal. And secondly, they got walloped in Carolina. And if they had that killer instinct, or if they have it for Game 6, why wouldn't they have had it for Game 3 and 4? I think this is going 7.
I'm not going to argue with that. I think the answer to your question really is how important to you when you're doing your handicapping is home ice advantage. Because as we've seen, every time the Capitals have come back, it's been a dominant game. They're not just winning the 2-1 game; they're winning by margin. They won 6-0. I don't think we can say that's not a statement win. I know everyone can say a win is a win no matter how much you win by, but realistically, 6-0 is definitely a statement type win. The way I look at this one here, Prez, I'm staying away from the side. I'm looking at an elimination game here with a total at 5.5. I think, with Carolina being at home where they play their best hockey, they can play the best defensive, best goaltending we've seen all series. But I still feel like we'll get at least 6 goals in this game. Again, not saying when you go on elimination games you're banking on empty netters, but let's face it, third period, teams turn it on. If someone's down, there's going to be desperosity. They're going to be, they're going to be very desperate, and they're going to be pulling their goalie early, looking for those chances. And as we've seen, Washington's power play has been so dangerous still through this series. So it's kind of like how Alex is reverting back to that Leafs series with this one. I think 5-on-5 action, Carolina has a great chance in this one here, Prez, but I'm looking at the over.
He's Alex B. Smith. The kid is Andrew McInnis. I'm the Prez. You're watching Puck Time. We've got a lot going on today. First pitch with Tony Finn. Morning Joe with Teddy Covers. We'll talk all NBA. Guys, Dallas versus Nashville. Nashville just really can't score. I mean, that's really been the tale of this series. Dallas looks good. This team is playing ferocious hockey. And they're getting scoring from their second line, which is absolutely huge. They're at home tonight. They're in a closeout scenario. But I don't know if they get it done. I mean, we saw the Leafs last night in a closeout environment. They couldn't get it done. We saw Vegas last night in a closeout in game. They couldn't get it done. And one thing we know about Nashville, this team is experienced. They've had 2 long playoff runs in a row. I think they go into Dallas tonight. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game, but I cannot bet under 5. I'm looking at Nashville. Andrew?
I have to agree with you, Prez, but I'm really surprised to even hear myself saying this. But I would actually look at the under 5. You started off your statement by saying that Nashville simply can't score goals. and they haven't had that secondary scoring throughout the playoffs so far. The only way Nashville is successful is an outstanding game by Rene, their defenseman locking things down, and then winning a 2-0, 2-1 game. I cannot see them winning a game where Dallas has scored 2 or 3 goals. Plain and simple. I have to admit when I'm wrong, and Dallas has definitely surpassed my expectations for them. They've looked good, man. Like they've played some good hockey, and they've dominated Nashville in a few of these games. But I do lean the Nashville side in this one, but I'm looking at the under 5.
Alex?
The only way I'm looking here is Dallas. Like you said, the fact that they're getting secondary scoring help for the first time pretty much all year long is crucial against this Nashville team that has now let up a bunch of goals. The defense isn't matching up with the lack of offense. Pekka Rinne can't be Superman and stop every single damn shot that he faces. He's getting older. He's a guy. He's just a battle-tested guy. But I think Dallas is going to continue to put that pressure on him, continue to get gritty in front of the net, get gritty along the boards. I think Dallas takes care of business tonight.
He's Andrew. I'm Alex. He's Andrew. I'm Alex. I had a big night last night.
Happens to all of us.
What can I tell you, boys? Well, you haven't made betting tonight easy.
It's not easy. I mean, that's the thing. You got to really kind of pick and choose what you feel in your gut. This is where sometimes the handicapper's got to go with the lump below the neck, not above it. Sometimes you got to feel your gut instinct with it.
You got it, brother. Tomorrow we'll have Alex and Carm, and then Wednesday Andrew and Carm, and also a special guest. One of our listeners will be joining us, and we're getting down to 2 games a day, and then 1 game a day, and then summer. Thank God. Guys, thanks for joining us. You're both awesome, and we'll speak to you throughout the week. Best of luck tonight. Enjoy the games.
All right, later, y'all.
Thanks, Prez. See you guys.